Hey, what's up? It's Mark with a quick video today to tell you to take this off before you go to sleep. So why am I telling you to take this off when you sleep? Personally, I love my Apple Watch. I use it for tracking fitness. I use it for tracking my heart rate throughout the day. I use it to help remind me to do some breathing and meditation routines. I love my Apple Watch, and for me, I have a personal insurance plan called Manulife Vitality, and essentially the more exercise I do, the more healthy things that I track, the more things that I do that I plan out and kind of succeed with, my insurance premiums come down. So for being a healthy, active individual, that program is amazing, and Apple Watch is the tool that they use to help track how you're doing. So I love it. But I'll tell you what I also do. I also take it off at about 8 o'clock at night. Why? Your Apple Watch and or your Fitbit or anything else that you wear on your wrist, with the exception of maybe Whoop. I'm not really sure how the Whoop works, but the other ones have green lights inside. I'll show you. See the green lights? Well, your Apple Watch tracks your heart rate by actually measuring how fast your skin can absorb that light that's going through your body. So that's what tracks your blood flow. So as your blood flows through your wrist and your heart rate is elevated, the Apple Watch is picking up an increase to your heart rate because it's absorbing more light. Now imagine, you're absorbing more light while you're sleeping. And if you've watched any of my sleep videos, I'll link them up there if you haven't watched them yet. You can see that you putting light on your body is going to tell your system to do something that it's not supposed to be doing while it's sleeping. You're not supposed to be trying to wake up while you're sleeping. So what's interesting about that is your Apple Watch, while it's a great way of tracking what's going on in the day, it might not be the best use of what you're doing at night. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more complicated. I also feel that it's important to put some measurements around how you indeed are sleeping. So how do you do that without wearing a watch or a device? Well, there's a couple of options. There's a device called an Oura ring. So an Oura ring is a ring put on your finger. I've actually stopped using mine over the last couple of weeks because I have the next feature, which is going to be my mattress tracks my sleep. It's amazing. So you can use something like an Oura ring, a Whoop. Again, I'm not sure how Whoop tracks the blood flow. I haven't really looked into that. But what's interesting is that you can get your sleep cycles figured out based on what your heart rate is doing over time. So very, very important to track your sleep to see actually how you're doing. So many people come to me and they say like, yeah, I sleep awesome. I have no trouble with sleep at all. But their primary complaint coming to the door is I'm tired. So, if you asked a 6-year-old, if you're tired today, how would you feel better tomorrow? They'd probably answer, go to sleep. And for so many of us, we miss that fact. So we constantly burning the midnight oil, doing all these things throughout our day to kind of survive and thrive and feel great. But, the recovery phase happens when you're sleeping. So I think tracking your sleep to see how you're doing is actually very important. So something like an Oura ring might be very helpful for you. I have no association with Oura ring at all. I've used it for more than a year. I think it's tremendous. I just moved on to the next best thing, which I'm going to do a full video on, but it's actually called an 8 sleep mattress pod. So what this does, essentially, it's a mattress cover. So it's basically a thin mattress cover that goes over top of your existing mattress, and it pumps cold water or warm water through your mattress while you're sleeping. So it regulates your body's temperature by putting cold water through your mattress. It's brilliant. We have a king size bed. We have 2 zones, my zone and my wife's zone. And our zones are different. She is a little bit, she sleeps a little bit warmer than me, so her side's a little bit colder than mine. And I sleep a little bit warmer than her, or it's a little bit cooler than her, so my side's not quite as cold. So it's interesting to see how this mattress is kind of changing the temperature of what's going on inside of your bed to optimize your sleep patterns. Really, really cool stuff. So I'm using a mattress cover called 8 Sleep. Again, I'll put a link down below so you can kind of check out 8 Sleep. Again, I have no affiliation or associate with them at all. I'm just loving the product, sleeping so much better, and really getting to the point where I'm feeling really good. So if you are struggling with sleep, or maybe you think your sleep could be better, or maybe you can think that, there's some ways that I can improve my sleep, there's a whole series about sleep right up there. I will put a link in this video. You can follow a whole bunch of sleep tips. Remember, sleeping is like trying to land an airplane. You got to coast in. You got to coast down and slow down. That's the point of sleep, is you have to actually set the right rhythm to get yourself to go to sleep effectively. Not many people can just close their eyes and go off to sleep. For some, that happens. For others, that's really, really challenging to do. So remember, if this thing is on your wrist going to bed, maybe for a week, just track how you feel objectively on a piece of paper when you wake up in the morning with this thing laid next to you instead of on your wrist. Might feel better. See ya.